Good evening, everybody, and welcome to my presentation of Is it unethical to plagiarize in higher education? My name is Eric Boyk, and I'll be your presenter today. This presentation is brought to you by myself. The question I want you to ask yourself as you're going through this presentation is, as an instructor of a class, and you have found a student that is being dishonest, what would you what would the profession expect you to do as the instructor? What does the community expect you to do as the instructor? And what should you do based on the best interest of the students? You have a student in your class who has been dishonest amongst the students, and you want to know what should you do with that student amongst the other students? Should you penalize him, or should you penalize the other students based on the dishonesty of one student? So this is a presentation that's going to go into pretty much basically the idea of plagiarism in higher education. So is there a specific code of ethics in higher education as it opposed to plagiarism? Plagiarism continues to burden our classroom and our tech labs of the higher education world. This is a form of deceitfulness and not only unethical, but it is also a crime based on the different policies that happen in different universities or schools. This presentation is presented to you, who you are the stakeholder of your future, and you are the stakeholder of your school. So this presentation is presented to you, the ones that will be going into the next level of school of higher education in the very near future. Does culture play a part? There is no secret. There is no secret to the idea of plagiarism, as it comes from lackadaisicalness and lack of inspiration. A lot of people who are usually plagiarizers are people who are procrastinators. But it happens in almost every culture, no matter the race, gender, or background of the student. So no culture does not play a part in plagiarism. It just happens. Um, there are laws against plagiarism, but they're more so university laws and collegiate laws, not really federal laws. But there are laws inside your policy of your schools that will say they will remove you from school, or you will face expulsion, or you will be penalized greatly due to this plagiarism, or you could be sued by the original author of that piece of work that you are plagiarizing. Once a person gets caught plagiarizing, you will forever be labeled and will get questioned about your work continuously throughout your collegiate career. Your professional career could be involved in this, depending on your duties in your professional career, and your credibility will also be questioned too. Just think of a story such as the Scarlet Letter, where you'll be wearing the Scarlet Letter throughout your collegiate career based on plagiarism. So instead of it being a Scarlet A, it'll be more like a Scarlet P for plagiarizer. How do you resolve this problem of plagiarizing? Well, one thing you have to do is you have to use proper citations in when you're writing papers. That's in text and in your reference pages. Also, you want to try to avoid copying and pasting when you're writing something, and you're looking at a paper or modeling your paper after something. You want to avoid copying and pasting. Don't do not mind going that extra mile to prove your point. If you're speaking from your words and using your words in your paper, don't be afraid to go the extra mile to prove what you're speaking of is actually a fact of what you're speaking of. Be original in your writing, because being original in your writing will make sure that you're not being plagiarized or you're not plagiarizing anyone else. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you for taking your time to listen to my presentation. I hope this helps you in your future, and good luck with everything.